Yes, welcome you all for the today classes. Today we are going to start the new topic of your model number 3 in your fluid mechanics subject. Okay, so in the previous classes we derived on equation that is called as the Euler's equation of motion. So that is given by the equation number B. Okay, so now the Bernoulli's equation, today we are going to start the new topic that is Bernoulli's equation of motion from the Euler's equations. So already we got the Euler's equations here, that is given by the equation number B. So from these equations you can get the Bernoulli's equations, you can derive the Bernoulli's equations. How? So first we should know the statement of the Bernoulli's equations. Statement of Bernoulli's equations. So what is the statement here? In a steady incompressible fluid, the total energy remains the same along a streamline throughout the reach. So this is the statement of the Bernoulli's equations. What is state? In a steady incompressible fluid, steady and incompressible fluid, the total energy remains the same. Whatever the energy which is there in fluid, that remains same along the streamline throughout the reach. So it is same in all the throughout the streamline. The energy which is there in the streamline, it is same throughout from entry to the exit, from entry to the exit of the streamline. That is the statement of the Bernoulli's equations. Whatever the forces are there at the entry of the element, and the same forces are there at the exit of the element, and which are and both are equal, that is nothing but the same throughout the range, that is given here. Okay, so Bernoulli's equations may be obtained by integrating the Euler's equation of the motion, that is equation number B. As see here, this is our equation number B. So from these equations we can get the Bernoulli's equations. How to get that Bernoulli's equations? By integrating the equation number B. By integrating this equation number B, we can get the Bernoulli's equations. Okay, so this is equation Euler's equations. By integrating this Euler's equation, we can get the Bernoulli's equations by integrating the above equations, that is B. Okay, so now integrating this dou by P by rho, that is given here dP by rho plus G dz, that integration of G dz plus integration of P dV, which is constant, equal to constant. Okay, if the flow is incompressible, then density is constant, and hence if the flow is incompressible, and here already the statement is given here, it is incompressible fluid, then if the flow is incompressible and the density of the density is constant, and hence, so if you integrate this, then you will get that integration of dp is p, and it is the constant, that's why you can take same as it is, plus g z plus integration of v dv is v square by 2, which is equal to constant. Okay, so that p by rho g, p by rho g plus v square by 2g plus z. So dividing this by g, dividing this equation by the g, we will get that p by rho g plus z. So this is here z, v square by 2g, which is equal to constant. Then it is equation number C. This is the equation number C. Okay, see, if you divide this by the g, we will get that p by rho g plus v square by 2g plus z is equal to constant. That is equation number C. That equation number C is called as the Bernoulli's equation. Equation number C is called as a Bernoulli's equation, where in that term P by rho is the pressure energy per unit weight of the fluid, also called as the pressure head. P by rho is the pressure energy per unit weight of the fluid, or you can say that it is the pressure head, and v square by 2g is the kinetic energy per unit weight of the fluid, or you can say that kinetic head, pressure head, kinetic head, and z is the potential energy per unit weight of the fluid, or you can say that potential head. That means pressure, summation of pressure head plus kinetic head plus potential head. So it is having all these type of energy: pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy. So that is what the Bernoulli's equations. This Bernoulli's equations will include three energy. What are those? pressure energy, kinetic energy, and potential energy. The sum of pressure energy, kinetic energy, and the potential energy is equal to constant. You can say that Bernoulli equations. Okay, and some assumptions we can made while deriving the Bernoulli equations. What are those? See here. So following assumptions were made to derive the Bernoulli equations. So one is the flow is steady. The flow is steady. Second one is the flow is ideal. The flow is steady is nothing but the fluid flow of the fluid is not change with respect to the time. With respect to the time. And second assumption is the flow is ideal. The flow is ideal, that is viscosity of the fluid is zero. If the viscosity of the fluid is zero, then it is called as a ideal fluid. So these all types of fluid will study in first model. Okay, the first assumption is the flow is steady, that is the flow of a fluid is same with respect to the time. Okay, it is constant. The flow of fluid is constant with respect to time. That is our first assumptions we can made while deriving the Bernoulli equation. Second one is the flow is ideal, that is viscosity of the fluid is zero. And the fourth one is the flow is incompressible. The flow is incompressible. It is a incompressible, and the flow is irrotational, and the flow is irrotational. Okay, so these are the assumptions we can made while deriving the Bernoulli's equation. And also we are having some limitations to use this Bernoulli's equations. Okay, so what are the limitations? Limitations on the use of Bernoulli's equation. What are those? Steady flow. First one is the steady flow. The first limitations on the Bernoulli's equation is that it is applicable to the steady flow only. So first limitation is nothing but you can say that is disadvantages. So we can apply that Bernoulli's equations for the steady flow. So while deriving that equation itself, we can assuming that the flow is steady. So that's why it is applicable only for the steady flow type of fluid, steady flow type of fluid. So that is one limitations use limitations on the use of Bernoulli's equations. Okay, next one is the frictionless flow. Frictionless flow. Next limitation is frictionless flow. So every flow involves some friction. Okay, no matter how small and how and the frictional effects may or may not be the negligible. Okay, so you can take any type of fluid flowing, any type of fluid flowing, it is having some amount of the friction, some amount of the friction. But in the while deriving this Bernoulli's equations, we can consider or we can assuming that the flow is frictionless flow. We can but it is one limitations in the Bernoulli's equation. Okay, next one is the incompressible flow. So one of the assumptions used in the derivation of the Bernoulli's equations is that rho is constant, that is the density of the fluid is constant. Okay, so that is nothing but it is considered as an incompressible flow, and thus the flow is incompressible. Strictly speaking, the Bernoulli quantum is applicable along the streamline, and the value of the constant c in general, it is different for the different streamlines. But when the region of flow is irrotational, thus there is no vorticity in the flow fluid. Okay, the value of constant c remains same for all the streamlines, and therefore the Bernoulli equations becomes applicable across the streamline as well. Okay, so that is nothing but if you are considering that is the constant c, that is streamline fluid flow is constant c, so it is not same, it is remains the same for all the streamlines. Okay, so that is that is the one another limitations for the use of Bernoulli equations. Okay, so these are the some limitations and assumptions which are used in our while deriving the Bernoulli equations. Okay, so with this we are going to complete this topic. Okay, so in the next class we will see the application of Bernoulli equations, application of Bernoulli equations. Okay, thank you.